Hey, I've been trying to reach you. You're a lot tougher to get than the president.
You know what? My phone never rang. Hey, Mike, can I say something?
Of course, you could say something. That's why you're here.
Messaging a couple people there, and it takes so long to explain. I can't remember what said. I said Trump would win. Well, I said Trump was selected for a second term. But you know what? I, there's a lot of moving parts here, man. I'm looking at that mail-in ballots. There's going to be a lot of confusion there, and that's all by design. That is all by design with these guys. They're not gonna give up their presidency. Trump's not gonna back down. He won't concede, and neither will Biden. They've been told if there's no president, Pelosi becomes president on January 20th. So this goes all into all different aspects that I don't even want to go in, packing the court and maybe running it up to 13 Supreme justices instead of 9 and stuff like that. But I believe the mail in ballots, those are done. That's an agenda. You're going to see complete confusion. And with the Proud Boys going against Antifa, we've already picked our teams. Yeah, because we got no sports, right? We picked our teams, mask against no mask. That's the team I'm on. I'm
Mhm.
going after the people who wear the masks. Whatever team you're on, I don't know, black versus white, or is it vaccines? What team are you on? We've agitated the planet. The mail-in ballots, I believe, is going to be the kickoff to get this stuff going. You're going to see within the next 90 days. I think they're going to this is going to come down. I think there's going to be this is going to be very bad. I just think that in the next 90 days, I'm wondering, why am I even going to work? I'm so sure something's going to happen in the next 90 days. I'm thinking, why am I even going to work?
Mhm.
Shouldn't I be like preparing for something or moving somewhere, hiding somewhere?
That's why I was asking Steven when he was on the show if he had a bunker or what he was up to, or
You know what? If it's a weird thing, I have a little bit of OCD. I overdose on the news, all different aspects, all channels. I'm looking everywhere, man. All channels. I'm watching crypto channels. There's a good guy on there. He covers a lot about the Federal Reserve and the IMF, and he talks a lot about XRP. I don't watch that stuff, but I do just to see what's going on there, right?
Mhm.
Overdose on all these channels. They got swine flu in Germany.
Yeah.
Well, they're culling the pigs in Germany now. Now they're not sending the pigs to China. We already know they culled the pigs in China, 100 million last year, right?
Mhm.
The conditioning for this was not COVID. The conditioning started in 2018 with the Trump trade war. That was the conditioning. It, 2018, 8,500 businesses in the United States shut down. 2019, 12,500 businesses in the United States shut down. Hundreds of thousands, millions of layoffs across the world. Predictive programming, seeing people lose their jobs, businesses shut down, get them ready, because too hard of a shock to a human rattles their cage. Hitler told us, take it piece by piece. Don't take too big of a piece.
Well, Hitler
Trade
made a
wars
mistake
came in.
and invaded Russia in the winter. That was the biggest mistake. That biggest piece he ever did. Operation Barbarossa. As Barbarossa.
The best, the worst thing he did for himself was kick the bankers out of his country, because that's what set it all off.
Mhm. Mhm.
It was the best thing he could do for his country. The worst thing he could do for himself in the end, is that's what all his problem was. But and he did make them prosperous. But like I said, the trade war was the beginning of the conditioning for the humans. Okay, that's our conditioning, was the start, was the trade war.
Mhm.
Roll into 219, start hitting out the food sources, the pigs, the corn. Now we got the locusts, can't stop them because we can't get the pesticides across the border, the cod fishing. You see it all around the world. Everybody here knows what's going on there. Tyson Foods, the production, the migrant workers. You don't think that their analysts didn't architect that before they did this? Come on. We're well past figuring all that stuff out. They did this. Everybody here knows food shortages are coming.
Mhm.
So they started with the trade wars, conditioned us, moved us into what they move us into. Secretly, they started knocking out the food sources. Then, as someone said in the room, the repo market, September 16th last year, spiked 2% to 10%. The Fed had to step in, liquefy the repo for 5 months. They said, oh, it was just because I think maybe Anthony knows the answer, but It was taxes and treasury bills coming due one day, and we just ran out low on funds. Yeah, that's BS. Those banks saw something happening, and I believe what they saw happening is happening in Europe right now, because the banking stocks in Europe are as low as they were
Oh,
in 1988.
oh,
The
Europe right
banking
now,
stocks
you have a good
in
portion of
Europe.
Europe that's in negative rates. We saw the people lose confidence in their governments in Cyprus, and we saw that runoff a few years, almost a decade ago, where people were going and pulling cash out, and then they started restricting how much money people could take out of bank accounts in Greece. We saw it happening in parts of Europe, and they kind of put out those bushfires by just borrowing from the World Bank more and more and more. And basically, that's gotten them this far. But then, like we were talking with Steven, as the austerity measures started kicking in, and that's when they started cutting pensions, cutting people's ability to eat food. You know, Raven, you keep talking of a food shortage, but there's another way to have a food shortage. If you don't have money, you can't buy food. That's another way of having a food
Every
shortage.
time gold goes up $100, 10 million people are sourced out of food in North America, right? The currencies are devaluing. Our groceries in Canada went up a third this year.
Dude,
Our currencies are devaluing. You told me Portugal does this, but why are these countries not showing people how to grow food? We want you on the other side of the grass. That's where you're going.
My friend lives in central
That's
Portugal, and if you actually there's this thing he showed me. He actually took a picture on Skype and showed me that you could order seeds from the government if you don't have any.
That's when you told me that. That's the first time I ever heard of any place, and I'm scanning articles across news feeds all around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scanning them all, and that's the first I heard of that.
Oh, want to
It
hear
is.
another first from Portugal?
Like,
Portugal was the first country to go 5 days off grid with no energy from the rest of Europe, and it went completely off grid with solar and wind power and ocean power, like with the waves. The first country, and it beat Germany's 4 hours off grid. Portugal went 5 days.
Okay, look. So we got the suspicious seeds they're sending. We got Walgreens in the States banning seeds. We got Monsanto's making corn that makes you sterile. I study the seeds all the way around. I see all the stories. There's no stories about countries saying, here's your seeds, go grow food. We want you to be healthy. We want you to supplement your income because we know your currency's collapsing. They don't care about us. We're going. They're shutting the system down, and we're going. I don't really want to frighten people. It doesn't frighten me, but my girlfriend says, you're kind of frightening people. Sorry if I don't mean to frighten anyone. I'm just calling it the way I see it. But the banking sector in Europe, I was saying, hey, look at 2 weeks ago. What were we shipping across the country? Look at those trucks we're shipping. Those are going to the UK. Why are they sending military right from here? We're sending it all back there. And that stuff was quick, man. It was in our yard for an hour or two, gone. That's a fast turnover. Poof, gone. I think Brexit's causing them problems. I think they're having a lot of problems there. We've got collapsing currencies everywhere. You could name 1,000 things that are happening right now. Look at November last year. I told you, I said in November, hey, trucks are going to stop, trains are going to stop, and stores are going to close. You can go back. It's your video with the moon or whatever. Mm-hmm. And food is going to run out. It's happening.
No, yeah, we've been talking about again. So
we've been talking about the digital currencies. Look how fast they're pushing the digital currencies now. Mm-hmm. ECB, Bank of Japan, they're all together on it now. Mark Carney last year stood up and went at what was it, Jackson Hole when he retired? He said, Bank of England, he goes, I think maybe we should, he just said, I'm going to say it. I think we should go digital currencies. Whoa, somebody finally said it. Look at it now, a year later. It's everywhere. That's how quick the reset's coming. It'll go in tandem with the digital currencies. And they're pushing that digital dollar. And they're going to say, oh, no stimulus. Mm-hmm. Because they're going to beg. But if we go digital dollar, we could get it to you quick. We could get it to you. We haven't given you $1,200 in 4 months. I don't know what they're eating. And then again, if you want to pull the plug around the election, why would you give people $1,200 before so they could pack their pantries? Fighting people hungry are a lot more effective than fighting people who are full.
That's a quote that Arnold Schwarzenegger told me. He said, Mike, the wolf climbing the mountain is a lot hungrier than the wolf that's on top of that mountain.
Yeah, well, it's all people like the Fed. They say the Fed always makes a mistake. The Fed always screws. The Fed is exact in every movement they make. Everything they've ever done is being precise to what they want to do. It's all part of the plan, man. It's all look at the whole thing, how it all lines up. And now we have those camps they want to build. What's that Ontario MP saying? You want to build isolation camps?
Yeah, you
You
sent
watch the
me the
video.
link. My phone blew up this morning. I got, I don't know, several hundred message, like almost 400. I'm not joking. Emails. I got Skype, not Skype messages, yes, and then I got more, like a lot of show tips over on the Instagram. People
You know
said,
what? When I call, I wasn't really looking to talk or anything. I just wanted you to look because I knew if you could see, oh, maybe you'll see that article. That's all I wanted you to see. I was busy actually. I just called and hung up so you would look at it,
mhm. Oh,
right?
I saw it. A lot of people were coming or messaging me
36,000
about that.
canisters.
And I said, okay, I gotta make a
36,000
video, but it can't be
canisters.
a fear mongering. It's gotta be like, they've had these camps in the US and they've had the manuals on how to this and that. And during the
You
Obama one had been, no, Clinton, towards the tail end of the Clinton administration, this started to pop up.
know what? Shut the world down so we don't overflow the hospitals. BS. Build FEMA camps for people who are traveling. BS. It's we all see it. They can cover it, say whatever they want. We know what it is, and they use these pathetic excuses.
Hmm.
It's just pathetic. Yeah, I just and 36,000 canisters of tear gas getting shipped to Saskatchewan.
Hmm.
What are you going to do with those? You know,
That's a lot of
what?
tear
Throw them
gas. Maybe they're gonna use it like for like maybe like a big rave party and kind of
No, there's going to be no parties, Mike.
no parties.
No, no. I think they're agitating the world with all the stuff that we've seen go on with the riots and all that. Australia was picked. They were a penal colony, easily acceptable for us to see them be a penal colony again. Now it's moving, like you said, into the UK. And now Boris Johnson's talking more about freedom passes. You get tested every day, you get a freedom pass. No, you're gonna wake up and your alarm clock's gonna talk to you. Hello, good morning, Mike. You are a free global citizen today. You may exit your property and purchase some food with your credits that the government is. That shit's all coming.
Hmm.
You know. Yeah, that pisses me off. It really does.
This is
Yeah.
it's pretty. It hurts. It hurts. I feel. I hear it in your voice. I hear the the
Well,
the strain in your voice with this
you know what,
and.
Mike? I bought a 7-piece granite kitchen counter today
Mhm.
from the refit store. Beautiful set. Driving home, a piece flew out the back of my truck, smashed right on the road.
What the piece of it fell off the back of your truck and it's what? Say it again.
Part. There's two pieces that make up the sink,
Right.
10 feet long, and in the middle is the sink. So each piece has a impression of the sink in it, right?
Right.
So I bust one of those. So in essence, they're both done. I dropped my granite right out the back of my truck today, poof, right on the ground.
I'm sorry to hear that,
That's
man.
the kind. Well, whatever. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. Not at all. Or backing into a garage 10 minutes later and denting my bumper. That didn't bug me either.
Is it true
That
that
doesn't
there
bug
was a rumor going around YouTube or social media that the police were searching your car today?
my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a car.
Or your whatever, your vehicle.
I could care less. They come near me. They don't want to come near me. No, 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 no.
Hmm.
A superintendent caught me at work not wearing a mask at the bunkhouse. He walks in and goes, "Why not wearing a mask?" I go, "Because it's bullshit." 20 minutes. I went full kook on him. I think he's ordering me a psychological evaluation now.
Is
I
he
went
that
full kook.
serious, man? Especially in the line of work you do, that you got to take that stuff serious, man. You just got
You
to
know
play
what?
along with that with them, and then you
No,
know
no,
what's
no.
happening, right? You got the playbook, right?
I went full kook in Home Depot today. I went full kook in Co-op in the gas station. And I'm talking full kook. If there's people there and they're going to listen, man, because you guys got to wake up. We can't be going, oh, wow, look what they're doing. You can't wake these people up. Like I said, they're demoralized.
Hmm.
There's nothing you can do. You could take them to a concentration camp. You could show them people starving to death, and they're gonna look at you going, "Wow, that's pretty bad. Wow, I think I'm missing the football game. I got to go home."
I gotta go
You
watch
know,
football.
well, I don't even know if there is football anymore. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I'm feeling you.
it's
I'm feeling
insane.
you.
Well,
Um, so
yeah, the cops don't want to come up to me. They'll get it. It'll be like fuck. I bet 4 of my friends
mhm.
that I'll be arrested by January 1st because of COVID. Linny
Really?
Poo's one of them. Yeah, ask Linny
Why
Poo.
would you want to bet on that?
Because you know what? Nobody's standing up to this.
Well, the
And
problem is, Raven,
I,
here's the problem. You don't want to get arrested in a situation
oh, I,
like this right now because
no, no,
they might
dude,
not be going by the book or due process on this one.
I don't give a shit. I don't care. I really don't care because I don't want to live in the world that they're going to make for us here. It's really going to suck. I just worked my whole life. I'm going on 32 years, man. I did hard time.
Hmm.
20 years on the gangs up north working on the track. I worked in Puckatawaga and all those crap places. 10 days in, 4 days out. 10 days in, 20 years of that. And now they're going to tell me I can't travel. I can't go here. I can't go there. I can't go in a restaurant. What I worked my whole life for to be able to do when I was done, I can't do because some greedy bankers think that they got a better plan for me.
Hmm.
That's not going to fly. And we're going to fight in the streets when this is over, in the States and in Canada and in Australia, because the people are not going to take this. And they're listening to your channel right now, Mike, because there's no way you should be sitting at 13,000 subs. You should be sitting minimum 130,000. 200,000. I scan every channel out there. This is by far one of the best channels on there. Everyone in this room knows that. But for some reason, we're the only ones sitting in here, or they're somehow doing something to your numbers. I don't need to know anything about shadow banning and that stuff. Nothing. I just know they're doing something with your numbers because they don't want it to be that successful. Although they do want it to stay out here to keep a certain amount of agitation amongst the people, because when you get them hungry and you start to pull the pin on this system, you're going to want people that are going to be outside and have opinions, right? Right. So we're a team. These are teams. We're forming teams. We're in the locker room right now. That's what we're doing, and we're going to take them in the second half. They know that this is all psychological, on millions of aspects. This is psychological. You go down the rabbit hole and how psychological what these guys are doing, and you'll never come out. It's unbelievable, actually.
Mm.
I told Lenny I was going to go full kook tonight.
Well, no swearing. You can go full kook, but no swearing.
I don't swear. I never swear.
No, I'm saying you can go full kook, no swearing. Um, I'm gonna throw out. I'm gonna ask you a very important question, and this could make or break the world. In your opinion, could Bill Gates do 10 push-ups?
Honestly,
He is the health minister of the planet now, or something like that.
I
So,
think he'd struggle around 5 or 6. I really do. How heavy is that sweater? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
woo! Oh yeah.
His wife can't do clapping push-ups. Her hands are huge.
Oh, all right, all right, all right. Okay, let's look at the comments here. Raven, make sure you wear your Raven costume for. Oh, somebody asked Raven if we could bring back the Raven mug on the online store.
Sure, I don't care. Yeah, sure. You know what?
But it's
Lenny
gonna
Poo
be,
has two in
guys.
her.
I'm gonna bring back the Raven mug, but it's gonna be limited time offer only. So I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it up. Maybe Monday. Tomorrow is my day off. I'm not doing nothing tomorrow. But Monday, when I wake up, I'll put the Raven mug back on for people to check it out. Yeah, it's a pickup to buy. Yeah. Hey, are you gonna buy my dirt bike T-shirt? The Mike Martin's one. That one's nice.
Do you know what this whole situation's doing to me? I got in the shower the other day wearing a toque.
Like a winter hat?
Yeah, like a toque. I got in the shower. I'm showering. I'm wearing a toque. What the hell am I doing? Like that's what this is doing to me. It's driving me nuts, man. Driving me nuts. And people I work with, it's driving them nuts too. It's like half of them are scared. Half of them don't even know what's going on. It's a complete attack on our mental well-being, a complete attack. Just what it did to us stress-wise is not worth shutting down the economy.
Of
Just the
course.
fact that it did to us stress-wise is not worth shutting down the economy. Never mention overflowing the hospitals and all the death, which we haven't even seen the repercussions of that yet.
Yeah, it's going to take another half a year to a year for it to start rolling out and aggregating. And once you start seeing the aggregation catch up, oof.
Last year in November, I said 45% of the world. Remember, 45% of the world, we were talking about protests. Lebanon, Iran, Iraq, France, Hong Kong. We did a whole show on Hong Kong, remember, in the summertime last year?
Yeah, we got
We
that
had
guy
that.
in from. We got a few callers in from Hong Kong to call us.
Yeah, that was a good show. 45% of the world was in protest last year. That was wage inequality, corruption in your government. That was all kinds of different reasons.
Yeah, I remember
You
that.
know,
Like half of Brazil was on the street protesting. You had half
they
of
put a
Germany
force.
protesting.
Yes,
You had
they put a force on
90%
WhatsApp.
of France.
Yeah, the farmers in the Dutch farmers, they put a 4-cent WhatsApp tax on. I think Lebanon. It was. I think probably Layla knows that. I think it was Lebanon. Uh, Corruption everywhere. It was 45% of the world. I don't know what that is, 90 countries or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, you have the repo market go, and then they say they're going to sign Brexit. Well, why did you push Brexit for 4 years? 3.5 years, you push Brexit. Then you say you're going to sign it. And the day they signed it was January 31st, 2020. You signed Brexit. Now they're having problems with Brexit again. 66 million Brits, right? They're having trouble with it. It's not working out for them. They're having and that's where those military weapons went. So we have 45% of the world in protest. Then we have Brexit getting signed. Then the repo market starts to falter. And then I saw that snowstorm and I thought, there's something coming here. And then I think about 7 or 8 weeks later, COVID came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying it again. Something's coming here. There's too much shit going on in the States. These guys are agitating. It's on purpose. You can see it. Why would a government put bricks outside of buildings and let you smash places while you can't go to your grad, you can't go to church? This is obvious to see. You can see it. There's too much agitation. And they're almost asking us to do ridiculous things, like stay on a Zoom conference wearing a mask. They're trying to entice your emotions. They're trying to, at the same time, you can't go here, can't do that. They are screwing with our sense of well-being. And at the same time, they're hitting food distribution all around the world. And they're COVID. They know, got to shut the borders, can't bring the migrant workers in. How come COVID hits every food plant, but it didn't hit Walmart or Amazon anywhere at all those millions of workers? But it's hitting all those
Oh,
food plants.
hold on. Stop the press.
I know it hit a couple here and there after people started talking about it.
Hold on. What about why was construction essential work? Not government construction projects, condos and homes. Why was that considered essential? Because
So was real estate.
our economy is based off of housing. 80% of we read the article the other day on Better Dwelling. 80% of Canada's GDP is hinged on real estate. Woo!
I went to work 2 days ago, 10 o'clock at night. We go to work. They drive us out to our train. It's in the yard. It's a run through train. It came from the east. It came in our yard. It stops. One crew gets off. One crew gets on. It keeps going. We had to stand there for 20 minutes. Every time we go, a truck pulls up. A guy gets out with a hazmat suit, wearing a mask, buckets, all of his stuff. That guy goes in that engine and sanitizes that entire engine before we can get on that engine, and then we get on it, and then we go. That's what happens to every single train in Canada. A hazmat guy has to get on that. All these crazy rules.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in the restaurant, I wear a mask for 10 feet, then I'm allowed to take it off. It's the whole thing is just a mental mind. I don't want to say the swear word, but it's got the whole North America, Europe, all over China. Everybody is losing it. And like the 45% of countries in protest last year, this can't go on. There's a trigger coming, and that mail-in ballots of the presidential election, I believe, is going to be the catalyst where you get the whites against the blacks, the fascists. They're all going to come out on this. Is going to let go, and they're going to use that. to seize power, and the digital dollar is going to come in. And they're going to force us into that digital dollar. And it's going to be, but we could get you your food. We could get it quicker to you if we could send the digital dollar. They've already got China handing out 10 million yuan today. They're handing it out in digital currency to their people in Shenzhen. You guys here, look, it comes in a red envelope, and then you load it up on your computer, and you can spend 200 yuan for everybody, whoever wins it, to get people to start using the digital yuan in China.
Yeah.
China gets
They're
it.
getting that so
We
they can
feel
set up
like
their wallets, the digital wallets, and not lose it.